Hey y'all, Rob here. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when future videos are out. And the topic of this video is, I am surprised that the estate of Joe Shuster, the co-creator of Superman, who was the artist and did the visuals, he, or I should say his estate, is suing the Discovery, the owners of DC Comics, even though it's like through Warner Brothers or whatever. Let me just say Discovery because they're the owners of the whole thing, right? So they're suing DC Comics for like back wages because of promotions and sales in other countries that they don't have the legal right to. Here's the thing, okay? Under law of the UK and other countries, some other countries, which I don't have the article here because I'm outside, but in these European countries and some of these other ones, not America, they want to try to block the release of the Superman movie of James Gunn from those territories because there's something like a 25-year copyright or so after Joe Shuster died, like the estate, that the legal right of what he created or ownership, again, legal right, reverts to, in this case, Joe Shuster, one of the creators of Superman. So in terms of the rights in these countries, not America, these countries, they don't have the right to, let's say, publish or Superman stuff without the family, you know, signing off on it or some deal cut or whatever, okay? And so I don't know what this means. I assume everything's going to be worked out. So I'm just saying right now to you, don't worry, everything's going to be worked out when there's money at hand. What do I think about this thing, okay? Well, I think it's pretty cool because, let's be honest, the creators, most of them in the Golden Age and Silver Age, they got screwed out of what they should have made compensation-wise. Let's be honest, okay? And when you had a billion-dollar character like Superman and Batman, again, Bob Kane made money. He was smart in terms of how he marketed himself. So he was well compensated, Bob Kane. But Bill Finger, he was poor. Even though he's the majority of the Batman creator of everything you know. So Bill Finger, you know, his family, whatever. But also Siegel and Shuster, you know. They're the ones who, for years, tried to get Superman to the market. Nobody wanted it. And then when Superman became a success, everyone copied it after they had spent years trying to market this character and get him published. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, suddenly everyone then copied him cheaply and their character to make their own characters as soon as Superman became popular. But they didn't do the struggle. Anyway, the Shuster family is suing basically because they own the copyright legally. I'm talking the rights reverted in those countries that the estate are the owners. I'm just saying, again, I don't know all the technicalities or the legal stuff, and it's just weird, right? But my take on it is, okay, first of all, this law exists. It wasn't made for the Superman creators. It's just the law of, let's say, the work in question, for any work in question around this time. If this is the law, and the law is clear-cut, and the estate has rights, then guess what? I don't see how this is a court case. Again, if you're hearing this, right? I don't see how this could be a legal court case where DC, or let me say Discovery, how they can win when if this is the legal law that you've had for decades in these countries, and the estate or the family of Shuster legally has ownership or rights of the character to some degree, then this is not a debate. This isn't, to me, a court case because whatever is legal in the paperwork of their country and says, okay, you could get this, then guess what? Legally, it's not a debate. Then you're entitled to it because that's what it says. Of course, I heard a reply from the DC or Discovery or whatever. Of course, they're going to try to refute it, trying to take it to court. And to me, in my opinion, they should lose. Of course, they're going to do shady tactics because they did the shady stuff to the Siegel family. They did, okay? They're going to do the same stuff to Superman on the Shuster side, his family. They're going to do some shady stuff to lawyers. You know that. But if the law in these other countries in Europe and whatever, if they state like this is the way it is and works after such a time, and that a state or family could get ownership or rights, then that's the way it is. You know, it's like, okay, there's no need to go to court, in my opinion. If this is the way it is, then you have to make a deal, if you're Discovery, with the Shuster family, and you have to try to work together, and hopefully you can. But if they don't want to, then it's their right not to want to. And I guess they're also suing because of like back wages, because DC has sold merchandise and books and other stuff in these other countries, which they, again, legally didn't have the right to, maybe in this case. So wages should be owed because you didn't inform the family or cut a deal with them. So yeah, I always state, you know, it's too bad the creators of these characters weren't alive or healthy, you know, to really enjoy the financial aspect of it, because they should have all been well off financially. But if not them, then at least maybe close family, rather than just a corporation get everything. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and that's what corporations do want. They just want to own everything if they could and not give a share to anyone else. And bottom line, I'm totally cool with the Shuster family going after Discovery or DC for ownership rights, for money rights, because if legally they can in these other countries, and that's the law, then to me it's not a debate. That's the law, like it or not, DC. But I'm sure some deal will be worked out, because when there's money at this level, of course something will be worked out. So I don't have to worry about that, neither should you. Anyway, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Stay safe, my friends. Subscribe if you haven't, and I'll talk to you later.